First of all, we know that you prefer comedies over horror. Is there a specific reason?
No, I just never really got into the horror genre. Movies don't frighten me, and once you take that out of it, it's just kind of hokey and silly for the most part. There's something suspenseful, like a movie like The Strangers, for example, suspenseful and not just gore. But like I can appreciate that. But other than that, I've just never really been a big horror fan. I grew up like loving sketch comedy and Saturday Night Live and comedies from the late '80s and early '90s.
So what would your favorite comedy be?
Oh, I mean, there's a couple. I could go back old school and say like some of the ones from when I was growing up, but really the more recent ones are probably my favorites. Old school, Super Bad, but that was a popular one.
And when filming the Chuckies, did you look forward to filming every day, or was it like a job, you just did it?
Well, my memory of it isn't that great. I was only 6 at the time. I remember long days, and I remember waiting for hours to go shoot scenes. And that made the days long, but I think I always had fun while I was there. I wasn't in school. I was in California making a movie. I couldn't have not been having a good time.
What's your favorite memory from it? Is there a particular...
It's not an on-screen thing. My favorite memories would be like hanging out with Catherine Hicks and Chris Sarandon and his kids, and just like the personal relationships I had with people on set.
And because you were young, did it scare you, or were you just, you knew it wasn't real, so...
Yeah, it's a totally different perspective when you're involved in it. When they said cut, I'll stop trying to kill me. It's like I had nothing to be afraid of.
Right. Which one did you enjoy filming more?
Well, the second one I was a little more comfortable in what I was doing, in being in front of the camera, and I had already been doing it a couple of years then, and I was more comfortable than I was. And I have more memories of the second because I was a little older, but I think the people I got along better with in the first film.
And if you could go back, would you still be in them? Like if you could go back and not be in it or be in it, would you still?
I would still be in it, definitely. I mean, it's a cool thing to have done when I was a kid.
How'd you end up with the role?
Just auditioning. I was auditioning for everything when I was a kid in New York. Every role that was auditioning in New York between 1986 and 1993. I auditioned for pretty much.
How was it working with a puppet? It seems like you would have to be a better actor to act off of a not real thing.
I suppose so. I don't really remember from that aspect. Well, what I can say about it was just that it was tedious to get the doll to do the right thing and move just the right way. And the 8 people that were operating this were moving the set, looking at small monitors. So we, for him to put his hand on my head and his hand on my chest, that took 30 tries probably to get it right. So it was just a tedious process, but it was fun.
And if there were ever another Chucky film, would you, if offered, be in that? Or have anything to do with it?
If I wouldn't say no, based on the way you put that to me. It would have to be, I wouldn't know what that would exactly be, but no, I would be interested in it, sure.
Have you watched the others? The other Chuckies?
Yeah, I've never seen Seed of Chucky. I saw Bride of Chucky, and I saw the third one, but I never saw Seed.
What did you think of?
I think that, they had to become closer to comedy. I don't know that that concept could continually scare people for 5 films. And I think it got to the point of where you kind of make fun of yourself before others make fun of you, and which is what led in the direction of the comedy, which kind of works as well. So it's very separate from the original concept, I think.
And then my last question is not movie related.
Okay.
If you were trapped on a desert island and you could only have one item, what would it be?
It'd probably be food, wouldn't it?
Well, non-food. Say there's food.
Okay.
Something you'd have to have.
Something I would have to have if I were trapped on a desert island.
Kyra said a giant vat of red wine.
Okay, well, I'd have a giant bag of something that might have grown on that island.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And that has been